You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
The Outer Worlds is a tasty treat to those who've really been disappointed in the way Bethesda has treated its Fallout franchise as of late. It delivers some stellar gameplay and truly memorable dialogue with enough wit and charm to win you over several playthroughs.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back.
The gameplay centers around the robust character creator at the beginning. From picking your core attributes, skill groups, and perks, how you play the game is affected by these. You can be a stealthy sniper who's good at hacking and picking locks. You can be Han Solo, solving each problem with your charisma or a blaster pistol. You can even be an inspiring leader, making your trusted companions do all the work for you. All paths are possible and equally different to play. The level of customization is staggering, and with the game not taking too long to complete, this greatly increases the chance of replayability. Each character build has its own hurdles, but how you use your skills to succeed at each task has a very rewarding feel. Depending on how you play, you could be good with a handgun, or maybe you prefer breaking skulls with a giant fucking hammer. The variety of enemies felt a bit lacking. There are animals, humans, and robots, each with a few subtypes. It makes combat engaging enough, but I would have liked a little more variety. The combat also seemed really easy. Probably just because I was playing on normal mode like a scrub. If you're looking for more challenging combat, I definitely recommend starting on hard. The gunplay feels heavy enough to pack a punch, and as you progress through the game, it's incredibly rewarding to watch your character kick ass. Companions seem to help well during combat. They never got in the way, and you can essentially program to play how you want them to. Occasionally, though, they did do some weird shit. There is weapon degradation, but I never found it impeding. I always broke down enough armor and guns to have plenty of repair parts. Weapons can also be leveled up, allowing you to keep your favorite guns throughout the game. Mods to weapons and armor also keep the customization cogs turning. And if you didn't already guess, yes, there are skills that make repairing and tinkering easier, in case you don't like buying new gear from the corporate vending machines. The conversations are without a doubt the meat of the game, offering multiple branching lines for quests and possible outcomes. It lets you play and be who you want to be. You can lie, intimidate, or cheese your way through dialogue. Even your non-social skills often come up and can play a role in a conversation.
Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one.
Having the freedom to be and talk how I want really feels good, like a tailor-made experience. And with the skills and perks feeding into every aspect of the game, it seems to find new ways of rewarding you around every corner. The story and writing in The Outer Worlds is exceptional. From the dialogue to the divisive decisions you have to make at some points, this game really pulls you into the narrative. Each companion is fleshed out with their own quirks. I don't think I ever ran into an uninteresting character. I don't think I ever ran into a character that didn't feel strongly about something. The developers really took their time to craft a rich and flawless story worth playing through again and again. It even outdoes other giants in its genre. The setting is rich and incredibly dystopian. With mega corporations controlling the Halcyon system, everyone has simply become a cog in the greater corporate machine. Its satire isn't subtle at all, and being a character who wakes up from a more reasonable time, your dialogue reflects this new future's absurdity and what it's done to people's lives and freedom. Some are so devoted to their faction that they act almost religiously toward it, giving their lives so easily to further their cause. The Outer Worlds oozes with personality, drawing inspiration from space westerns such as Firefly and Borderlands. From the loading screen art and the way people dress, everything feels incredibly stylized. Now for the people and overall landscapes, is it possible for things to look great and terrible at the same time? The colors of the landscapes are gorgeous, but there's a certain blurriness to it that detracts the overall presentation, and the characters have smooth faces, but there's a certain rigidity in their animations that makes some of the NPCs jokingly off-putting. I'd say this was probably the biggest flaw in the game for me. As beautiful as some places are, a detailed and crisper look would have helped overall. Aside from the great main menu theme and the level up jingle, I didn't find the soundtrack that incredible to listen to. It took a simple, ambient approach, which does its job, but also feels very samey in spots. I was exploring a grand dystopian world, so I was somewhat expecting a little more oomph in the soundtrack, not something I could find myself falling asleep to. The combat audio felt mixed to me, where some weapons felt punchy and impactful, others felt like little pea shots. I didn't find any sounds annoying though, which was a plus, but I do feel that many of the sound effects could have been mixed a little better.
I'm ready for this! Show him how it's done! Get on!
Overall, this is one of, if not the best game I've played all year. It offers choice, solid combat, and delivers an impactful and memorable story. With the option of talking your way through problems or literally killing everyone, The Outer Worlds will have you playing it multiple times to truly experience everything it has to offer. This game easily gets a 9 out of 10. Do yourself a favor, put down Call of Duty for a second so you can experience this game. You will not regret it. If you like the videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps a lot. And please, let me know what you thought of The Outer Worlds down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear what you have to say. This is Game Ghost, keeping it real, with too many games to play, and not enough time to play them.